It's 100,000, Jess. I just.
There you go. Did it.
I got it! We got it! Oh my god! 100,000! Oh my god, you've done it, mate! And it's still going! Still going! Oh, it's amazing! Thank you so much! Oh my god!
Thank you!
Way! Well done, Captain Kori!
Yay!
Thank you so much! How do you feel?
So excited! There's confetti everywhere!
Oh my god!
Is there something in my hat? I don't know. There's confetti in my hat!
Oh my god. I can't believe it.
Still
Done
going.
it. It's still going up. Thank you so much. We did it. Thank you so much. Oh, honestly, thank you. Oh.
Thank you! Subscribe!
You hear someone in the back whisper, subscribe. Well, yeah, that's sweat. That's sweat from the inside of my eyes. Good morning, everybody. That is enough. It's enough to make you happy and sad at the same time. Happy because of the sheer joy of a random, arbitrary, ultimately, in this grand scheme of the cosmos, what is it? But for that kid at that time, and not just for that kid, but for adults, for people, accomplishments mean certain things to them. And I can imagine what Kori was going through at that moment. And you know what's going to happen. You've been waiting for it for so long, or, it happened relatively quickly, but it's been a dream and it happens. And then you can feel the excitement in real time. There's a sadness to the underlying elements of the story, but, you don't pick your lot in life, and you make the best with what you have if you have that fortitude. Kori does. So for those of you who don't know, Kori has a channel called Crack in the Box. I only heard of it a few days ago because it was, I guess, loosely tied to Captain Jack Sparrow from the Kraken from that Pirates of the Caribbean. Kid wanted to get to 100,000 subs. It was his dream. He was at like 1,000 subs 5 or 6 days ago. Don't know how Johnny Depp gets involved in all of this, but Johnny Depp discovers the kid's channel, sends him a custom in-character role play. And I mean, that in and of itself is enough. That's enough to also make you love Johnny Depp. We live in a world now where if you say, I love Johnny Depp, or what a good thing to do, or what a hero for doing that, I don't know, Bot Sentinel might come and flag your YouTube channel or your Twitter handle as being, what is the word that they use? Bad, naughty, whatever. You say you love Johnny Depp, you might get a bunch of people mass flagging your Twitter feed, YouTube channel, whatever. Some cynics out there will say Johnny Depp is doing it for his own self-interested reasons to, public image, whatever. We can always argue over people's intentions. Bottom line, Johnny Depp is an amazing person for doing some of the stuff that he does, which a lot of people were largely unaware of until the trial of his defamation case against Amber Heard, where we find out that he goes to hospitals in character, dressed up to entertain children, sick kids who have very little time left on this planet. Oh, 21 Jump Street. Johnny Depp was in that as well. So Johnny Depp sends this kid an in-character role-playing video, and it's fantastic. The kid, then the momentum starts. Then the social media community gets involved and says, get this kid to 100,000 subs. Everybody's tweeting around. The kid wants to get to 100,000 subs on his channel, Crack in the Box, so he can get the silver play button, because it would mean the world to him. It happens. That was the moment it happened. And as soon as it happened, his channel was taken down yesterday. Now I want to pull up, I want to pull up Rekida's tweet. I hope I brought it up. I like Rekida because he doesn't mince his words. Now that it's good and bad. I don't think I have it, but I thought I brought it up because I wanted to swear today. I'm gonna get it because it's worth reading, and I want to swear. I want to gratuitously swear for no better reason. But it's not me swearing. I am just faithfully and loyally quoting Nick Rekida, who brought my attention to the fact that little Kori's channel had been taken down. Just scroll down through my Diary of the World's Descent into Madness. I know that it was before I set up the stream. The Diary of the Descent into Madness. Here we go. Here we go. It's coming up here. Here we go. Rakeda brought my attention to the fact that the kids' channel had been taken down for reasons that, as of now, I don't think we know. And I looked through Team YouTube's Twitter feed, and there's a happy ending to the story. And I'm quoting, "Hey, Team YouTube, there's some fucked up shit. I can't do it. There's some effed up shit that, and then there's really effed up shit canceling the account of a terminal kid whose dream was 100,000 subscribers right as he gets there is literal demonic moves. F you guys, holy ass, fix this." Now, it's not because I'm Canadian. I will impute ill intent when I have evidence of ill intent, because Nick's right. There's evil, and then there's demonic level evil. And I don't even think YouTube is demonic level evil enough that they would cancel the channel of a kid who, by all accounts, this is his story and one cannot independently verify, but demonic would also be lying about this story. The kid is in palliative care after having a second heart transplant. I don't even think YouTube is demonic enough to shut down a kid's channel after he reaches 100,000K. And I say there's got to be something of a logical explanation to it. Like, you know, I can understand if YouTube sees a channel pick up 100,000 subs, 150, 180 in a day or two, they might think it's a spamming account. They might think something fishy is going on. How they take down the channel before looking into anything is bizarre. By taking down the channel before looking into anything, it then lends credence to some people's conspiracy theories that maybe the kid and his family were lying about what was going on. And then you have a 12-hour window where people are saying, holy crap, did we all just get duped by a sob story that might have been dishonest or inaccurate? That's what happens when YouTube does something like this. Algorithmically, automatically taking down a channel, it causes people who didn't have questions in the first place to maybe have questions. So I reach out, give them the benefit of the doubt. And, you know, the way you get YouTube's attention, ironically enough, is by tagging them on Twitter. Let that sink in. Rackets gets it done, says Roxday Murray. Well, he does. I don't think we can disagree with that. So what was I about to say? So YouTube takes the channel down. Now, I don't know why. I figure it's, you know, there's an explanation. Anomalies. They see this channel, massive steam. They think there's an issue. Some people had raised the theory, the idea that maybe the channel got mass flagged by Amber Heard stans, I believe they're called, or Amber Heard fans. That would be also next level demonic stuff. But then again, Amber Heard fans are the next level demonic stuff who call Child Protective Services on the umbrella guy. So I wouldn't put that past the levels of evil on the internet where they think it's not such a big deal. We're just going to mass flag and, you know, it's anonymous and it's a victimless crime. Possible. Hadn't thought of that. Yesterday, there was a channel talking about it, saying, to the best of their knowledge, it was not a mass flagging. YouTube's looking into it, whatever. Bottom line, everybody, little Kori got his channel back today, undoubtedly because of the mass awareness campaign that was waged on Twitter to tag Team YouTube to fix this ASAP. And maybe while they're at it, expedite the kids' silver play button, and maybe get one of the old school good, like I won't say good, but the old school heavy play buttons. So Kori, cracking the box. The journey is still going, and if you haven't checked it out, check it out. I mean, what it is, it's a channel of pure elation, pure joy for a kid that has reached a dream that brings him immeasurable joy. And I'm drinking sparkling water with tea in it. And it has apparently 2 ounces of caffeine per can, so not that bad. That's not the sponsor, however. Maybe one day it will be. Spindrift, it's not bad. But let me make sure that I tag the button so that I don't get into problems, because I don't want to get into Kevin O'Leary problems, which we're going to talk about today. I ticked the button. You may have noticed it says this stream contains a paid promotion because it does, because I have entered the next chapter of my YouTube, Rumble, social media career. Not where I'm an influencer, but where I actually can get sponsors and have gotten a sponsor of a product that I actually currently use personally. I researched it before using it, and I continue to research it during to make sure that it's legit. And it's legit. It's for American homeowners, American property owners. It doesn't work in Canada. So Canada, you can, I don't know, pick your nose or twiddle your thumbs for the next minute or so. Moving down to Florida, which I've done for a few years at least, and we'll see what happens. I have been sensitized to the fact that there's a type of fraud in the United States, which is very prevalent, very common, and very easy, which is called home title fraud. And it's not where someone comes and changes ownership of your house and then moves in and says, get out, take me to court if you don't think I own your house. People pull up your deed of sale from the local clerk, sheriff's office, whatever it's called, and forge your signature to borrow money against the equity, any equity you might have in your house. And you don't find out about it until the creditors come and say, time to pay up on the loan that you signed off and used your house as collateral for. And you say, no, I didn't. And they say, yes, you did because someone forged your signature. Well, that's where home title lock comes into play. Basically 24/7 surveillance of your deed. If anyone pulls it for whatever the reason, it gets frozen so nobody can borrow against your property. You get notified so you can remedy the situation, see what's going on. $19.95 a month, $20 a month to protect what is arguably any individual family's biggest asset, their home. It's a no-brainer for me. I asked my insurance company here if it's legit threat and if it's legit protection, and they confirmed it was, and it was a no-brainer for me. And if you go and use promo code Viva, V-I-V-A, that is my not real first name, you'll get a free title assessment, which I think is worth like $100 and $19.95 a month, 24/7 digital surveillance. If anybody goes and pulls up your deed, you'll get notified. It'll get frozen. Nobody can borrow against it, and it will save you a world of headache. Hasn't happened to me yet. I keep checking, and thus far, no news is good news. HometitleLock.com/Viva for property owners in America. All right. With that said, everybody, good news, Kori. I was going to start with the bad news, and I didn't, or not bad news. I was going to start with something that might make you gag. I figure we'll start with the good news today, and then we're going to get into the rest of it. I wanted to pull up a video of absolute fear-mongering, absolute divisive politics, absolute disinformation. I swear to you people, no one's going to believe me anymore, because I've come to the conclusion that what is typically referred to as liberalism, growing up, we've always heard liberalism is a mental disorder. If liberalism is defined by what we see on social media, it's a mental disorder. And its primary characteristic is hypocrisy with lack of insight. The people, we're going to get into it with Elon Musk, the people with, hold on one second. The people who accuse others of disinformation spread disinformation. The people who accuse others of divisive politics engage in politics like this. This is Joe Biden, and we're going to get into so much more of it. We've got Elon Musk banning an account for what Elon says is doxing by real-time identification of location of an individual. We're going to get into the social media backlash against Elon Musk. They love green energy, but they want to boycott Tesla. They love open borders, but they want to deport Elon Musk. They've been chanting prosecute Trump for the last 6 years. But when someone says prosecute Fauci, it's inciting violence. Listen to what Joe Biden has to say about America.
Justice Thomas went even further, and he wrote the following quote: "We should reconsider all the court's substantive due process precedents, including Griswold, Lawrence, Obergefell." That means he thinks we should reconsider whether you got the right access to contraception. And yes, we should reconsider whether you have the right to marry who you love. And that's not only the challenge ahead. When a person can be married in the morning and thrown out of a restaurant for being gay in the afternoon, this is still wrong. Just
Can we appreciate what we just heard? Just want to make sure that we were looking at the make sure we're looking at the same thing here. We are. Let's listen to that one more time.
Justice Thomas went even further, and he wrote the following quote: "We should reconsider all the court's substantive due process precedents, including Griswold, Lawrence, Obergefell." That means he.
Okay. First of all, at least he didn't say end of quote. New line. Repeat. Sorry. End of quote. Repeat. He quotes him and then proceeds to say what he thinks Justice Clarence Thomas means. Listen, a quote.
That means he thinks we should reconsider whether you got the right access to contraception. And
is it me or does I won't say it. He looks terrible, and he looks like he's trying to look like a movie villain. Like the optics are bad. I do not like wearing sunglasses outside. As a rule, I understand people do it because it's sunny. The eyes are the window to the soul. And when you block them, I understand people do it. I don't even like wearing sunglasses outside, even when it's sunny. But the president of the United States, when addressing the people, should not be wearing sunglasses. But he's got to give off his badass Putin fighting Time magazine cover bomber glasses, because that's, Biden's a badass. Biden is handing it to Putin. And by handing it to Putin, handing the merchant of death to Putin in exchange for a petty criminal.
yes, we should reconsider whether you have the right to marry who you love. And that's not only the challenge ahead.
Oh, God. Tell
When
it.
a person can
Tell
be
it.
married in the morning and thrown out of a restaurant for being gay in the afternoon, this is still wrong.
I will invite any fact checker to correct me. Nowhere in America can anyone lawfully kick out someone from a restaurant for being gay. It's not America. It's not Canada. It's a bald-faced lie. It is hate-filled, divisive lies. When you can get married in the morning and kicked out of a restaurant for being gay in the afternoon, lie, liar, liar. Cue the Princess Bride, liar, liar. It's a lie of the highest order, of the most divisive order, disinformation coming from the mouth of the president. No one can get kicked out of a restaurant for being gay. No one should get kicked out of a restaurant for being gay. It is a lie. The debate on marriage is a separate debate as to whether or not the union between a gay couple or a lesbian couple should be referred to as marriage, which some people hold as being the union between a man and a woman, as per the Bible. That's a debate you can have. I happen to think, call it marriage, and they should have recognized under the law all of the rights and privileges of a married couple. You don't want to call it marriage? Call it civil union like we do in Quebec. That's fine. Some people won't say that's fine because they want the word marriage. I understand both sides of that debate. There are very few people out there who are saying same-sex couples should be denied the same legal rights, privileges, and benefits as a married couple. There are some who say it, think they're outright wrong. But hold on. Let's hear this. Charlie, hold on, let me expand my screen. Viva, you 100% can kick someone out for being gay. No one would, but you absolutely can unless your state specifically prohibits it. Charlie Waters, I'm going to say that is wrong. I'm going to say that is wrong. And if it were to happen, we would have heard about it. If there were even some examples where it's illegal, we would have heard about it. And any place where purportedly it would be legal, we would hear about it. So just lies, divisive lies, demonizing lies, so they can then say the 48.6% of Arizona who voted for Kari Lake are MAGA Republicans who have no respect for democracy. Okay, now hold on. I didn't check to make sure we are live on the Rumbles. Whew, thank goodness. And there's Rumble Rants. Chet Chisholm. $2 Rumble Rant says, if you haven't seen it, you should watch Andrew Brigden speak in the UK Parliament about vax injuries. It's harrowing. Pair that with the new study showing vax hesitancy is leading to car accidents. Chechism, we're gonna segue right there now. Karma Police, a $5 Rumble Rant says, love your energy, Viva. Glad you're taking a vacation from China. Thanks for your passion and articulate expression with a little greater than symbol and a 3, which makes a heart. Thank you very much, Karma. I actually been feeling a little tired these days, but that's probably just because I'm getting woken up many times a night by the freaking dog who's been peeing all over the house. I haven't talked about pee and poo in a while. Pudge, we gave her a trachea, like a big piece of trachea bone, which is supposed to last, I don't know, a week or two. And she got through it in like an hour or two. And that's, in her all beef diet makes her poop nice and dry, nice and easy to pick up. Her poo-poo has not been dry or easy to pick up. And it's been a lot, as has been her urine. And the house, unfortunately, smells like urine. Chechism, $1 Rumble Rant says, yesterday, the NYPD evidence warehouse burned down. Nothing to see here, nothing at all, because it all went up in flames. We're going to, you know what? I have that article. I have that article on in our list of things to do. Being unvaccinated leads to car accidents. Let's do it. I'm going to put the link to Rumble here. And let's move over to Rumble now. We're just going to, I'm going to not worry about cutting it at a good time. On the menu for when we go to Rumble, the article, a study showing that unvaccinated people are statistically more likely to get into a car accident, resulting in someone being taken to the hospital, to justify an underlying thesis that either benefits should be given to vaccinated drivers or inverse, which they don't say in as many words. Sam Bankman-Fried, I was listening to the congressional hearings yesterday with Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, and a professor and another professor. I'm going to talk about a couple of highlights there. Elon Musk banning the Elon's Plane Twitter account and related discussion to that. And what else is it? There's a bunch of stuff. So mosey on over to Rumble, people. We're going to do it. Link again. The link is in the pinned comment. I think is it in the pinned comment in the chat? Let me see. If it's not, I'm going to put it there right now. Shh. Good news is I'm seeing an ad on the video at least here. Okay, link to Rumble. Typo will be living with it. Rubo. Pin message, and let's go to Rumble now. And I'm going to close that down. I'm going to leave that up. I'm going to go to StreamYard. Everybody, mosey on over. Oh my goodness, you know what? Before I forget, and we're going to talk about a Norwegian artist, lesbian woman, who's under investigation right now because she said men cannot be lesbians. We're going to talk about the article, and amazing news, she's actually going to be coming on for an interview Monday, 11 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock, 1700 o'clock Norwegian time. Yeah, look, Rumble, it will be, Rumble's good. Substance over form, they're working on things. If you have any criticisms, any constructive critiques, let me know. Yesterday, I was at the locals office talking about locals and everything related to locals. Get your recommendations, suggestions into me, and I will get them to the team at Rumble. Now, with that said, let's end this on YouTube and move over to Rumble. People, 3, 2. Now, you know what? We're going to wait until it's 24 minutes on the nose, just because it'll make me feel better to see a nice round of 3, 2, 1, and